Hello, I'm a shonen fan. Let's cut straight to the chase. No one hates shonen fans more than shonen fans. Within the anime community, there could not be a more toxic, versatile, gatekeeping, loud and proud sub-community than the shonen fandom. Even the hentai community seems more docile than us, and they're the same people that want to bone their stepsister's domestic girlfriend style. Meanwhile, we cause more social media rage because someone dared to call One Piece mid. Which, by the way, isn't even that bad of an insult. The shonen fandom has a lot of issues. Like, a lot of issues. From how the stories write some female characters to old, boring tropes being reused, reduced, and recycled. But what about the fans themselves? What the hell is their problem? Well, as someone who's been a die-hard shonen fanboy since I could practice my first Kamehameha, I can say with extreme confidence, what the hell isn't our problem? Most people tend to think that the shonen fandom's problem is that we're a bunch of simple-minded people who like really cool fight scenes and hype up average stories just because they had some epic moments. And to that I say, okay, so? I personally think that there's way more to shonen storytelling than that, but if you're just here to see Yuji punch his way to collecting those fingers, then go ahead, enjoy your punch fest. The problem with the shonen fandom has never been the direct hype around the series, but the indirect consequences that come with anything being popular. Talking to anime fans who dabble in other demographics outside of shonen, their main problem with enjoying the shonen series has been the sheer sense of ownership that some shonen fans seem to display. It stops them from enjoying the show on their own terms and leaves a bad taste in their mouth every time they see the show. And I kinda get where these people are coming from. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I wasn't one of those toxic fans at one point. Back when I first started watching anime, Dragon Ball Z and Naruto were damn near perfect shows in my eyes. Hell, I even used to be a die-hard fairy tale fan, and I hate fairy shit now.
Get that nasty shit out of my face!
Hearing criticism of my favorite shows really stung for me because it never registered in my head that, hey, maybe they just see it differently. I don't understand. Many people forget that there is almost an infinite amount of perspectives, especially when it comes to storytelling. And when 100 of your friends are saying that Black Clover is the greatest anime, reassuring your own taste, it gets kind of difficult to listen to the one that says they don't like it. Okay, maybe Black Clover wasn't the best example because it's mid. And you know what's really funny? Toxic shonen fans, for some reason, think of themselves as the only anime fans, stating bold claims like, "This battle shonen is the greatest manga of all time." I'm all for hyping up your series, but it gets to be too much when the hype leads to you downplaying other fandoms. Remember when Fruits Basket was beating Attack on Titan and FMA Brotherhood on my anime list, and shonen fans decided to start shitting on the show and writing it off as a lame romance? Little did they know, Fruits Basket is one of the most successful shoujo mangas of all time, and probably one of the best dramas ever put to page. Seriously, watch Fruits Basket. Shit's damn near a masterpiece. And it gets even more ridiculous because 9 times out of 10, toxic shonen fans don't even understand what shonen is. Outside of Japan, we tend to classify shonen as a genre of battle-oriented shows about heroes, superpowers, and friendships, but in reality, shonen isn't a genre at all. It's a demographic, meaning stories targeted towards a young male audience. Shows like DBZ, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, My Hero, Mid-Clover, JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, etc. are battle shonen, but not every shonen is a battle shonen. Just like how every square can be a rectangle, but every rectangle can't be a square. Or is it every square can't be a rectangle? Whatever, I failed science anyway. In Shonen Jump, the magazine where all these hyped up shows come from, there is a series called Blue Box, being serialized right now. Yes, I'm using this video to shout out Blue Box. Go read it. The manga is a pure romance with some added sports elements that just really exist in the background of the plot. And even though there is no action, this manga is still a shonen. Because what makes a shonen is not the themes and fights, but the publisher's target audience. Silver Spoon, shonen. A Silent Voice, shonen. Your Lie in April, shonen. Need I go on? My point is that a major problem of the shonen fan base is that a good chunk of it thinks they are the core of the anime community, when in reality, they're a section of it. And if I'm being honest, the shonen community, as much as it thinks it is, isn't even the most influential when it comes to anime. Mecha is. A lot of story beats, tropes, and character archetypes used today came from mecha anime. And yes, the Gundam mangas are shonen, but I'm talking about the original anime that were not specifically targeted towards a demographic. In the end, I know that not every shonen fan is like this. In fact, I know a lot of shonen fans who read and watch series outside the demographic on a constant basis. But I also know a lot of people who are just like what I described in this video. But was my point for this video to ask people to stop being toxic? God, no, I don't have that much faith in humanity, much less the anime community. But my point for this video was to simply say, Black Clover is made. But that's all for me today. Honestly, this video is very biased because it's based on my personal experiences of being a shonen fan. But I'm curious, what do you think of the shonen community in the comments below? If you like this type of content, then be sure to hit that big red sub button because it's not going to bite. And if you like us, really like us, then follow us on Twitch and Twitter. I mean, even if you don't really like us, you can still follow us on Twitch and Twitter. Hate follows count as follows too. But if you want to chat anime and manga, then that Discord link is in the description. You can chat any day, any night, anytime, anywhere. I don't care. Just follow us on Discord. Is it a follow or is it like a join? It's a join. It's a join, right? Told you how much I know about Discord. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, my friends, I'm RJ Lane, and this has been On the Rise.